to cookies. I bought edibles and I bought smoking weed.
Yes.
Her saying anything about some weed being in a bottle, I personally had added THC. It was a little liquid THC bottle that I added to a fruity drink that was in my refrigerator in my hotel. And the only person that was in my hotel was Mother's because that was my roommate. She took the bottle. When I looked at her, I said, "You was not supposed to touch that because it had THC in it." And she said, "Ha ha ha, that's why I'm messed up." So I'm gonna need for that yuck mouth bitch to quit lying, to go find her a dental plan so the truth could come out a little smoother because what she talking is blow baloney bullshit. And I didn't even send you the fact that she sent my real name, my address, and all that stuff on her little foo-foo because I didn't care about that because we were talking about some fucking diamonds. So what she's talking about is some baloney bullshit, and it looks like the crowd could read right between her bullshit. Next.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna need y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna need y'all to mute the crowd so y'all can't see. I will say this: until I have concrete evidence and proof, a police report is nothing besides you going to report to the police what you believe. The reason why I pose that question is I just want to know why everyone's saying she drugged them, but no one went to the police. So at least she provided that. But anybody else who's saying she drugged them, if you're not showing that you did anything, then you're just getting up here saying she drugged y'all for clout. Um, no one has shown me proof that she has shoved things down people's mouth. No one showed proof that she has given things to people unwarranted. No one has showed proof that she has done anything where anyone has said no, stop. Whereas, I have plenty of things on the other side of people accepting things. So I'm just trying to figure this out as we go forward. Go ahead, love. Go ahead,
I
Nyla.
just want to say I was there when the 80 Dragons was thrown, and Precious said nobody paid her back. And that was a lie because I paid her back. And I don't like that. And you can
Okay, so the
unmute
80,
her. Pressure.
which one is MFNP?
Yes, that's pressure. Big pressure.
Okay, just a second.
Unmute her. Because I
All
First of
right.
paid
all,
her.
Nyla, I didn't. I
And
was
you
not saying
blocked me.
anybody that. Yeah.
You
Oh,
said
wait a minute,
nobody
because
paid you
I've got you
back.
on.
I
I've
paid
got you
you.
on panels myself, talking shit about me with Nana in there.
What did I
That's
say?
why you
What did
got
I say
blocked.
about
So I'm
you?
gonna move on from that.
What did
I'm
I?
gonna move on
But I
from it.
paid you, right? I paid you, right?
I never said you didn't. When
You
we and Key were
did.
talking, wait a minute.
You
Listen.
did,
When me and
baby.
Key were
You
talking, it
said
was
it.
about
You
the rest
said
of the
nobody
Dragons bust
paid
down was
you.
supposed to pay. The rest of the Dragons Flacco was supposed to pay. But then Flacco had a message saying he was going to throw five on Key when she came back, and the five I threw on him. I was talking about Dragons. Key personally said, any dragon that I throw tonight, because I will not be on, needs
You
to be thrown
said
pressure.
nobody
I was
paid you,
not
Bookie.
talking about
You
anybody
said nobody
I threw
paid
on.
you.
So go ahead and
You
do what
said
you want to
nobody
do.
paid
I don't
you.
want to hear your shit. All you are is a
Zeus. She
backstabbing little
said nobody
bitch.
paid her, right or wrong.
You did say MFNP that people did not
Oh
pay you back.
no.
Thank you.
You can
That's all I
unmute
wanted.
Key. Uh Fox
That's
did not pay
all.
me. I showed proof.
But you can't bring that. You
I
Yeah.
do
can't
not
say
talk about
nobody
Zeus.
paid you when
Zeus
people
couldn't
paid
assert
you.
himself. He was not
But
on the
now Nyla,
panel.
she's
Bust
saying that
down.
that did not apply to you. She did not
Well,
bring
don't
you up at
say.
all, Nyla. In this.
I did
She
not
said
bring
no.
you
She
up
didn't
at
call
all.
nobody name. She said nobody paid her. That's what I heard. So I just
Well,
You
came
can
up to the
unmute
clear and say
Yoshi
I paid
because me
her.
and Yoshi had this
Flacco
conversation.
paid her
So
too.
if
Flacco said he paid her. See, all these
I
people
said
paid you,
Flacco had
and
a message. You're not listening to anything because you're over talking. I said Flacco had a message because I threw him some and Key threw him some. But then he has a message where Key said, you can hold those five for when I come back. Flacco paid me what he owed me. He just didn't pay me Key's portion. So you might want to open up your ears and listen a little bit more carefully. We're talking about motherfuckers that Key threw on and told them to come and bring it back to me.
in blood. All right,
I
Nyla.
in
covered
blood.
you before I even started gifting the rest of the Brock stars.
So we're getting back to what we need to talk about because Nyla, you have no reason to be up in this. So let's get to now $120,000 over three to $400,000, which is collectively over $500,000, that is about to be, um, yours didn't work and go through, but you're about to go through with your three to 400,000. Let's talk about this and let's move forward now to the portion of your interaction with a young man named, what is his name, Yoshi?
Frankie.
Frankie. Okay. So Frankie is a young man that you met through the Rock Stars.
Okay, and that's where I was getting at. So, when my first time going down there or whatever, um, I sent you the text message. I never ever had Frankie's number, never ever talked to him on the phone or anything. I had text mothers and asked for Frankie's number so he could come and get me to take me to them. And he did. And everything was fine. That whole trip was fine. That trip was purposely because I was going down there to see about her business that she was talking about with the modeling agency and all that stuff. Nothing ever happened at all. So then she said, "Well, go ahead and rebook because the weather was messy, and it was. It was rainy and stuff." And I said, "Okay." So I rebooked exactly 5 days later. I went out there the second time. I sent you receipts of that, the plane flights, the hotel, the one that said Oceana, whatever the case may be. That particular time is when I went down there, everything was fine. However, I don't really know what was going on because the mood was a little different. He was like really, really drinking really heavy over and over and over every single day on Bigo or whatever. But me and Mothers was doing our own little thing or whatever the case may be. So I remember one night he needed to pick up her face makeup artist. She calls her daughter Borica or whatever, and he went to pick her up. But I was gonna Uber her to the hotel so she could get ready for her fashion
Oh,
show.
no,
I
no,
sent
no.
you
It
the
doesn't
fashion
matter if they were
show.
rock stars or not. She still is telling her story and she sent me receipts. We don't, doesn't matter. Baby, oh, no, no, no. I
So
don't know. Just a second. Did you gift oh, no, no, no at all?
yeah, but she didn't get hit with no beans either.
Okay, so oh, no, no, no. You obviously don't give a fuck about anything because you, go ahead, Yoshi.
Okay. So after that situation happened or whatever, we he went to go get his sister, his stepsister, fake sister, wherever they are, and then he came back. Just like I told you, all I remember is him being on top or whatever, and I easily, brushed his stomach, whatever. I sat up or whatever, and then Frank, like I said, Frankie was real cool about it. He wasn't no dick about it. He wasn't nothing on nothing. I didn't say nothing to him because it was just awkward. The whole situation was awkward, and I had noticed something on his body or whatever with his penis was like spotted up or whatever the case may be, and that was even more scary for me. So I just was like, okay, I just gotta get the fuck up out of here. So I immediately booked a ticket, and I showed you where I booked that ticket
Yes, Vitiligo on his penis.
after the event or whatever the case may happen. We had went to a bar. We went to a bar and he got really, really drunk and he was like real verbal with me and mothers, like jumping in our face or whatever, saying that we fucked up something and we didn't let him be a man or whatever the case may be. So at this point I was just ready for the next day to come so I could get the fuck up out of there. Well, anyways, we get back to the hotel. He storms up in the room. He starts grabbing all his stuff, saying he's getting the fuck up out of there. He proceeds to bring it downstairs. And I was like, well, you might as well drive because you the one that know where you going or whatever the fuck case may be. So he ended up going to a liquor store. He pulled up at the liquor store. We sat outside the motherfucker, and he was telling me how uncomfortable he was, how he had to get out from under mother's wheel because she's just a hater. She's using him, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when I said to him, I said, well, let's talk about uncomfortable. What you did last night was real uncomfortable. I said I was not prepared, no way, no short. I was like, you could have used an egg. It could have been mutual. It could have been some shit or whatever the case may be.
I'm
Hello?
not being paid. Oh,
You
no, no,
okay?
no.
So
You
that
just
man
don't
looked
have
at
any
me
substance, right?
and he said,
Hold on, hold on.
you
No, no, no. If you want to leave, oh no, no, you can get the fuck out. Your story is not relevant right fucking now to what is going on. If you want to get up here and argue, do that on your faggots panels, bitch. Up here, I'm letting each piece person speak. So you can get the fuck out if you feeling that way, because honestly, your segment's not that important. Go ahead.
So he looked at me from woman to man. He was like, you know what, you right, and I do apologize. And I accepted that shit because I was cool with him. So then he got on the phone, he contacted his buddy, was letting him know how he got down and how he wouldn't give a fuck about being homeless and how he get it out the mud or whatever. Time passed, the next day came. I was on my way walking out the door and box number 3 was walking up the steps. When box number 3 was walking up the steps, he hugged me. He was like, "Hi, Keeker. Don't leave just yet." And I was like, "No, I gotta leave." And he was like, "No, I just got here. Let's just hang out." So what did I do? I canceled my flight and I hung out with Rico for about 12 hours. I rebooked another flight for the 13th hour, and then I left there. I didn't
Okay,
speak to
now
Frankie no more. Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't speak to Frankie no more, whatever the case may be. But when I was down there, he was like he had the same clothes on. He didn't have a change of clothes or anything. So we went to like this little strip mall, and I told him and mothers they could pick out whatever they liked. They did. I ordered the shoes, and I had got confirmation to see if the shoes were there. uh, Frankie said no. He said they're at mother's house and he wasn't going over there. Fuck them shoes, blah, blah, blah. But I had bought the clothes because he didn't have no clothes. He was wearing the same shit, the same black shirt and beater or whatever. So
okay,
I didn't talk to him no more. So then after
but wait,
that, me and mother
okay,
got into this bullshit when I finally cut her off after the Vegas trip, and then she started telling people that I was buying souls, that I drugged. She's the one who started that. I drugged everybody in Vegas, and I contacted Frankie. I did. Yes, I did. And I said, you know what? I am ashamed of myself. I said, you were right. I should have listened to you. He played the fuck out of me, and I apologize. And I said, I feel bad. And he was like, well, shit, I feel bad too because all my shit all out in the air. And then I was like, I apologize. I said, we cool. We look past that shit. And we were talking back and forth, back and forth. And then now all of a sudden shit's different.
okay. So let me ask you this, okay? A few questions here because I'm about to show a few different documentation that you sent forward here with the Frankie detail. Did you know that this man had a wife?
No, never knew anything about that. And I
Okay.
didn't care
Um,
because me and Frankie were friends.
okay. Now, what I'm about to show is the records that you sent when you went and immediately contacted your doctor. They didn't find anything for chlamydia and gonorrhea, but they did find bacteria.
No. Okay, so I asked them to treat me
Wait a minute.
for it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me look. Hold on.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, hello. So far, I have the results. Chlamydia and gonorrhea, those are negative. How are you feeling? It's okay, I'll take over. This is you, Keanu. Welcome back. So you're waiting on some lab results to come back. It seems that you are not available, but I'll take over. It seems you're away from our chat. If someone else has your consultation, is you. I want to let you know that the trichomonas testing was negative. How are you feeling? The urine is still pending. I see you prescribed treatments for UTI and a yeast infection yesterday. Keep that up and we'll give Tess more time. See if we need to change treatment. Hang in there. Anything else I can help you with? No problem taking care. Are you here? Give me a moment in lab. Gonorrhea, your urine pending, blah, 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 blah. Submit your case to clinician. I'll notify you of anything, blah, blah, blah. Good to hear. Are you here for the test results?
Right. So, of course, because I'm a hypochondriac or whatever, and then like I remember when he was in the bathroom, his shit was bleeding too, and that was even
What was
more
bleeding?
scarier. His dick was it was on the it was on the white hotel towel and everything, so that was even more scarier. And that was like
Did you
the
did you
the
question him
day
about
after
it?
or whatever. No, hell no. I just wanted to just like get out the whole entire situation. And the only reason how that shit came about on Bigo is because one day he was drunk and he went to Ricky Lou's channel and he went to Flacco's channel and he was like, "Who the fuck is Flacco and who the fuck is Toxic Boy?" Because I was gifting him, and then that's when he proceeded to say, "Well, I fucked her," and I was like, "No, you raped me, bro," because I didn't consent into none of that shit. And then everything I just told you, we said it on the live panel, and he was like,
About
"You
him
right,
raping you.
you right, yes." And he said, you right," and I apologize for that shit and we smashed all that shit.
Okay. Now, before I'm gonna let Frank hold up just a second, Frankie. I'm gonna let you speak right now. But Frankie, in the process of letting you speak, I do want to make you aware that we have some messages that we're about to show between your wife as well. Um, but I'm gonna let you speak first on your interaction of everything going on. Frankie, I'm gonna start with this. Um, why did you not tell this woman that you had a wife? Go ahead.
Okay, well, let me address it in my order first. Whatever
Absolutely. Go ahead.
whatever she got going on with my ex, that's fine. It's not about. I don't need to tell this bitch nothing. First of all, the paperwork hasn't been finalized. We're not together. I don't want to tell a woman I'm legally married that I'm not fucking with personally. Like this is not my bitch. Second of all, I'm not going to go too in depth with my ex because at the end of the day, this woman is lawyered up, and it's so funny because Kika is so thirsty. I got the whole thread. I kept telling her, "You want me so bad. You want to lie on my name and smut me up so bad. You run into a bitch that will forever be by my side, forever make sure I'm okay." Nigga, I seen the whole thread. Like I see everything. She's like, "This bitch keeps contacting me, won't leave me alone." And at this point, when you even put her number out there and everything, Keeker, I know you got your little money and all that, but you got to really stop playing with people's lives. Before I even get into this topic, I'm just trying to let her know, stop playing with this woman because you literally like minutes away from really getting like, and she has everything against you to charge you. Her lawyers are already telling her this. She has a team around her. You know, she's a signed artist. Her management, everything's around her. Leave her alone. If y'all want to show her shit, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna say too much when it comes to you, Gazus. I'm definitely gonna gift you stuff. I know you told me send some shit over, but I gotta tell you, the attorney I have, I'm not gonna argue with this bitch no more. The attorney I have, I just can't do too much because the fact that this is the platform where everything's being utilized and put out there and shit
Absolutely. Well,
like
that's
that.
why I wanted you to send things over so that I can have a conversation to see what you sent over and see what
I know that,
appropriate.
but I'm just saying, Zeus, like as you can see, like she said, just like there's things that still go, and I'm not saying you're gonna do it. I feel like if you put it out there, you're gonna ask me, but I'm just saying, my attorney looked me dead in my eyes and said, look, if you want to talk and express yourself, cool, but you can't send anything that we're utilizing. You cannot send that. That's what I'm saying. If you
Okay,
give me a little bit, I
so
would
tell
send
us,
you black and white. I would send you black
are
and white
you
if you give
able?
me a few days.
Are you okay? And that'll be fine. Are you able to at least go into some detail about what happened the night where she says that your penis was bleeding and you took advantage of her in the bed
Look,
and things of that
Zeus,
nature?
Zeus, Zeus, listen, I know this is an app where you could say something and literally make someone look like a goofy in a minute. I'm not,
No,
my dick, no, listen.
if you say no, I can't talk about that. Then I will give you that. That's
No,
fine.
no,
It's not
no,
a
no, 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 no. It's not about no, I can't talk about it. It's like, why, listen, why would I, like, really, my dick was like, this is not even making sense. It's so funny how I'm literally waiting on the other screen recording she had the first time. She's going down a route where she said she was asleep and she woke up to dick in her. And then she just went along with it, whatever. But then when she accused me the first time, she said like a whole nother story with it. So were you asleep or were you up? Because first you said the reason why you turned me down was because you looked over, you seen that I had the vitiligo, and you said, "Oh no, I'm not uncomfortable with this," and I proceeded to take you by force and rape you. But now you're saying I woke you out of your sleep. Like it's just to a point where whoever's gonna really run with this lame ass shit, I'm okay with it. My dick bleeding. I just want to know. And then y'all, like everyone's questioning if mother's my real mom. That's not even the bigger picture. That's not even the problem. We talk about a woman who apparently got
well,
raped. If you got raped,
Frankie,
why are
yeah,
you
we
not
are.
screaming? Why are you not
Frankie,
screaming?
Frankie, question, because
Yes,
she
go
showed the
ahead.
medical stuff and all of that and things of that nature. Were you gifted by any of these ladies at all?
Was I get Key Kurt personally wanted to Key Kurt was the one that was telling me, oh, I'm finna shake up your family. I'm finna really come in and make it seem like I'm just your dominant gifter. I'm finna make them feel some type of way. Even your founder not gonna be able to fuck with you. And then this is where we first fell off. First of all, it's funny because I've been listening. She's talking about she came out here. That's when the bullshit happened. Then the second time she came out here talking about, oh, I had a book. First of all, we fucked around the second time she came out here. And the fact that she said she had a book a ticket is bullshit because she didn't leave for like another few days. And then when she was gonna leave, she looked at me and mothers in the motherfucking eyes and said, "Well, I mean, if y'all want to come with me, I'll book y'all both tickets to Indianapolis." So that's why I'm saying it's gonna be a back and forth. Somebody's lying, and obviously a person ain't gonna tell the truth. So that's why I'm saying if you want me to respond to anything, I can answer everything. A
Well,
dick
Frankie,
bleeding?
Frankie, I actually want you to respond to this. Let me show you something because
Go ahead.
your ex girlfriend or ex wife, she actually sent us some things.
No, that's fine. Send it. It's okay. And I keep telling you, be careful though, because you're involving her now. So be careful. I have to let her. She's legaled up, so I have to show her what's being exposed about her. But go ahead.
And guess what? And the ex-wife said they're going to jail. Candy was trying to say he didn't rape you, and we argued over that. I was like, don't one. And of course, his weird ass plays into it. Your ex-wife said you talked about raping you or when he raped me. And she said raping you, and then he said he didn't rape me. I know they're fucking, and it was going around Bigo in my mind. Who are these folks for real? Where did they come from? I'm so mad. Sounds about right. He always trying to get a baby out of someone. Thank God you didn't get pregnant because I got pregnant with twins from him, and he actually abused me till I had a miscarriage. Candy be lying, and them fashion shows look tacky and ghetto, and she needs to go to jail. I think I'm going to push this movement. I got to fuck this. I'm already knowing. As soon as she told me I got a rich friend paying for my car, just know she was up to no good. This is the wife talking about the other lady, talking about she looks like she eats people. And this is, uh, yes, here we go. Um, Frankie wife stepped up and exposed him getting drunk and fucking gay men as well, but hiding it. And then also, you know, me and Frankie was in New York when he raped me while he was drunk. He kept punching me on my legs and telling me to shut the fuck up. He's a liar and he'd probably be raping Rose too. As soon as I heard he raped you, I immediately knew it was true. And yet again, he was drunk. Candy from the hood, he nigga in jail. And Frank the Long Beach got a white mom and black dad. And they both was in crack. They some sick bitches. Frankie do drugs on the low besides drinking. Mood changes. He has a homie who sells meth, and sometimes when Frankie's eyes turn really red, he gets super angry and he did some other things. He almost killed me with an Egyptian statue on meth. They look they can never use me again. You talking about me? I'm glad. Get your lick back, but give it some time. I'm gonna get my lick back, but I'm waiting to let it slide and shit to die down. And she also sent a picture as well. But yeah, so
Okay.
Frankie,
Send them. No,
what
that's fine. That's Tell me when I'm ready to talk. You can send a picture too. It's okay. You guys
No,
have
no,
a
you
shit.
have the
That's
floor,
fine.
Frankie. You have the floor. You have the floor. That
Okay.
was your wife
So
or ex-wife.
what we got to understand here is what's being said and what's actually going on. Have I been to New York with her? True.
Oh,
Have I
okay.
beaten on her legs? No. Now you got to understand when females, and I'm not even gonna get like when that time was going on, I was really disrespectful. I was saying things when she started this shit like Key Kerr is, and I didn't even express myself in an angry way the way I expressed myself to my ex the way I should have did it to Key. The point I'm trying to make is if y'all want to go off text messages, that's fine. I'm not mad at that. At the
We're
time with
not. We're
me and
not. We're
her,
just asking
no,
questions. I'm only
listen,
going off
listen,
of.
listen. No, listen. You're going off what you see, so I'm responding to that. If you want to go
Yeah,
off,
and
that's fine.
I just
I
want to be very
literally
clear,
listen to
Frankie.
me.
Wait,
Listen
wait.
to
I'm
me.
gonna let you respond.
Listen.
Wait, wait. I'm gonna let you. Wait. I'm listening, and I don't want you to lose your thought. I want you to be very clear here. I'm not going off of text messages. I'm asking these questions because she did go to the doctor. They did have medical check. So I'm only asking these questions because these
Okay,
two
but
ladies are
we
saying.
don't know who she. Okay, what day did she go? Like y'all. Okay, she had a bacterial infection and she's trying to blame that on me. I fucked her in February. When did she go to this doctor? Like, let's really make
Okay.
it make sense. But let's not get off this topic because we heard, we
Okay.
got some new little tea. So let's talk
Okay.
about it. So
Okay.
with all this weird shit going on with my ex, and y'all want to bring her in this, and again, this is some shit I have to show her because y'all want to keep playing with her receipts. But anyways, at the time, me and her had a very toxic relationship. We both know what's going on. We both had our fair share of being very verbally disrespectful and everything to one another. We had a fucked up relationship. That's just life. Me and
Never
her
physical.
still, our physical was never the physical that's being explained. Like she's a very rough Jamaican. We had our little moments of being a little angry with each other, but nothing crazy.
Okay. Okay.
So, anyways,
Okay.
getting back to the main shit. Did she say that? Yes. But now let me tell you when she stated this. This is a very angry situation we was going through. And I'm gonna say this, like I said, I don't want to put too much of her out here because y'all like throwing shit around. And like I said, she has a legal team around her, and niggas ain't trying to go through all that. So at the end of the day, we got into it. We was in New York. We started arguing all little bullshit like that because it was like some message shit going on. People contacting me, stuff like that. So we got into it. Long story short, we made up. Everything was cool. Same thing like how Kiker want to talk about. She act like she just did not give the pussy up, but it's all right. It got took. Same thing happened with this. Now she didn't throw that out on me until like what was it, June of that year, and we went to New York in January. And the reason why that was thrown out on me was because I left while we was in another city in California. We got into it again. I said, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna leave. Now I have a few, not even just her. We could, if y'all really want to have the tea, I could bring my other ex into this shy. You know, I just so happen to have a few consistent relationships where when it comes to me leaving or me disputing something, they go to the edge. This is my thing. I still talk to this woman. This woman is sending me receipts, everything, this little goofy shit. I literally got the text when she was over there hitting, Kikar was here talking about she wants me to come to Zeus's live and talk about this. And she's like telling her, like, bitch, I don't want no parts of this. Like, we know what we did, the shit we talked about, the anger we expressed back in the day. We got over the fact, like, hey, we shouldn't have said this. We should have did these things. It was fucked up. But now
Well,
we
no,
in good.
I actually have messages. Well, is that true? Because I actually have messages with her talking with Yoshi yesterday or today,
I
saying, giving her some receipts about how she has no problem speaking about it. I actually
Then where's
take a
she at?
phone.
Because I have the message where she offered her to come here to the live, and I just got the phone with her hours ago. Like, what are we talking about? Like, fuck
Okay,
the
okay.
receipts. Get her up here. Get her up. This is all I can say. I understand y'all want to bring y'all don't even understand. She's already on edge and hot that y'all keep sharing this shit. I know y'all trying to make an example out of me, but y'all got to understand
I'm
our
not. I'm just trying to
relationship.
figure
No,
everything
no,
out.
listen. I want you to hear her situation out. She's been contacting me several times, despite how she came to her and she didn't know that her and Cash was recording her. All this shit is trickling down on her. Did we
Okay.
have a very dysfunctional relationship? We could admit that to the world, the universe. What y'all gonna understand, nigga, there's 3.9K people in here. This woman is a signed artist. Her following and fan base is in the hundred thousands. It's like, come on now. And when she tried to sit here and be petty and make videos and say some
Well,
shit
that's why I
about me,
didn't
nigga,
bring up her name or bring up. I didn't bring up who she is or anything.
her own team knows her and knows us. And was like, y'all need to stop. If y'all arguing, y'all need to keep that shit. Not don't be like this. Because at the end of the day, this is a woman who's surrounded by a legal team. You don't think if all this shit really occurred and it wasn't just in the moment of being angry or saying shit or saying that, this is my thing. Y'all not gonna hear me out. So like I said, if y'all got messages just talking to her yesterday or today, this all I'm gonna say. If you still want the black and white, I'm focused on one thing at a time. I already dealt with
Okay.
my ex. And we already addressed the fact that we said a lot of hurtful shit to each other. We made up a lot of lies against each other and we moved on. We are very cordial and casual right now. But as far as Key and the situation going on now, Bodie's not pressing this shit, trying to bring receipts up and do this, that, because she knows it was we moved in a foul nature. We said some fucked up shit when we were angry,
Just
despite
said her
what's
name.
going on. But at the end of the day, if y'all want to hear it from the horse's mouth, y'all gotta bring them. Like y'all want to bring up receipts and tell me to explain. Y'all need to bring the victims up. Y'all already got Yoshi up here. That's fine. I will let y'all take her shit into consideration. Here's my thing. I
Okay.
will present what I have to present after that time frame. Like I said, I already have my shit locked in. So
Okay.
despite y'all want to bring shit up,
So when you are ready, Frankie, then well, I'm gonna unmute Yoshi and let her speak. But when you are ready, because these are very strong allegations of rape and abuse and things of that nature. So when you're ready and you have everything in black and white with your legal part, I invite you to come to me and let me see exactly what we need to see to clear up whatever we need to see from your part. But just a second, I'm gonna unmute Yoshi and let her speak. Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, I am an honest person. Zeus, I have always told you I'm an honest person. I don't have to lie. I don't have to make up anything. I don't have to be extravagant. When I tell you that when he owned up to his shit, we agreed, we left that shit alone, we moved the fuck on, and I couldn't even play him in a matter of no hustle game like that because that's not my spirit. It was kind of like a situation that happened. It was not supposed to. It was uncomfortable for me. It shook me up or whatever. I knew Frankie wasn't in his right mind, so he'll be sitting on this panel lying if he sit here
So
and
why
say that
now?
he
So
said he's
why
drunk.
now? Why now? Then I have to
I'm
ask
not
you,
the one. Yeah, I'm not.
why
Listen,
now?
I'm not the one who brought it up.
Okay. So
I
when you're
left it
saying
alone.
you're saying when it is brought up, then that's where you're going. You're going to that you're that's why you're making it in that context.
No, are you talking about the beans?
No, I'm talking not the beans. How much beans did you send him? I'm talking about you claiming that that man R-worded you.
Yes, most definitely. Because he brought it up, I'm saying you need to speak about the truth. Talk about it. Because I left it alone. He left it alone. The only person that brought that shit up was mothers. And then that's when he started going off with that bullshit. And I said, well, if that's what you want to do, I said, then we need to speak all this shit up. Ain't no fakeness
So,
in my blood. Period.
so question. How much did you send this man?
I can't remember because he tried to lie and say 1,000, but it was something like BT that just happened in June. A premiere. It was a promotional premiere or something, and he didn't lie because he sent receipts. He sent receipts of all that. When I tell you that he was honest about that shit, he was very honest. He was honest, and that's why I can't shake him for any of that shit, and that's why I truced it just so we can move past it.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so what is your response to everything that he was just saying now about how he has legal team and it's the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, X, Y, and Z, and he can't say.
Well, it sound like she's playing her part with him because you got the messages and you got the messages from earlier, and that's not what she's saying that
Can
I
you give
just
her a
sent
call
you.
right now
Uh,
from another
he
device,
probably yeah, he probably can.
or do you
Yeah,
want to send
that'll
me the
be
WhatsApp and
something.
I'll give her a call?
I actually gave her your number because she said
Yeah.
that I guess it was told that me and Cash recorded her, and I don't believe anything like that because that's not what happened. All I know is one night she was speaking to Cash for like an hour and a half or whatever because she was bothered or whatever, and I know that she said she heard an echo and she felt like she was being recorded on live, and that made her feel some type of way because she said she is not the one to be in the drama because she has a whole career, and I understood that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's calling her right now or not. Okay, so you don't know exactly how much you sent to this man. Now, what can I ask you
No,
this question?
I hold on. I could tell you right now. Give me a second, cause I sent the receipts to you, but let me tell you. Hold on.
Yes, over $300,000. Yes. Now, Brock claimed that he was already getting hit with 70 dragons. He has not sent me any receipts of anything, so I don't know. The other woman, MFNP, was disputing for $120,000, and this young lady is disputing for over $350,000 to $400,000. That collectively is 500,000, $500,000 that these ladies are ready to dispute back and get their money back from towards the bank. So in the process of this, Brock has told the family, don't give them shit, whether it's business or organic back. So
I
they have
sent
to
it
get it
to
back
you,
in blood.
Zeus.
So they're getting it back in blood. Oh, let me see. $2,700 in cash. How much in Beagle gifts? That's just in cash. How much in Beagle gifts? Do you
Mm,
know?
Hold on, I could tell you. And this was from the month of March and April, cause it stopped. It stopped in March. It stopped the beginning of April. Hold on.
Well, we don't give a fuck if Brock's watching Trust Sonny Sims. Brock ain't here, so shut the fuck up, bitch. We don't give a fuck who's watching from a motherfucking window. Bitch, come to my live now or don't fucking say shit. Shut the fuck up, pussy. I'm not saying that to Brock. I'm saying to you comments. And we know Cash is a punk bitch. Comment at my live. Comment at my live. But ain't no way to motherfucking be found. Hold up, Big Reese. Coming to the queue. Ain't no way to be found. Pussy ass. Over here, we only do receipts. She sent me receipts of the medical stuff. She sent me receipts of the disputes. She sent me receipts of the claim. She sent me receipts of the videos of him saying, get it back in blood. She sent me receipts of her and the boy, Fox, who claimed that his thing got banned or whatever. And somebody sent out 10 dragons that he owed her. I mean, she sent me receipts of everything. And I appreciate Frankie for getting up here at least and being able to speak his piece and waiting to, if he's in a legal battle with this, then I need to wait till he has paperwork to revisit his point and viewpoint of everything going on. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do. But I only give an opportunity to people who come up here. Sir Brock, you sat up in my live yesterday for about good 3 hours arguing with these ladies, calling them liars, saying they drugged you, saying a whole bunch of shit. Cash out up there with a face full of Tommy K Cosmetics fucking $3 motherfucking
Okay,
makeup, bitch.
so
What? Like I do
hold on, wait a
receipts.
minute.
If
Just
you're
a second.
if you're gonna talk shit, then I just need receipts. And I invited Cash to come up here. He's nowhere to be found. You look pussy. I invited Brock to come up here. You're nowhere to be found, but you were here yesterday. You look pussy. And y'all can sit up on y'all little solo panels or on y'all's lives or on y'all solos and be like, nah, 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 and talk all y'all shit. That's fine. But that's not going to deflect from the fact that these people brought it up here. And when y'all have an equal and ample opportunity to do it, y'all not doing it. And y'all like to sit on y'all lives and do shit like that because y'all like to sway a narrative instead of getting y'all ass up here and growing some balls or some titties and motherfucking standing up here. It's not like I wouldn't mute these ladies and let y'all say y'all piece. It's not like I didn't invite y'all to send me receipts. Do y'all think I wouldn't sit up here and crucify them if y'all didn't have shit on them as well? Like, come on now. Go ahead,
Okay,
baby.
so I don't know how to check the contribution list. I'm new with this or whatever, but it was a couple of tiers. It
I
was,
have
and
here.
that's true.
It was a couple of tiers. What do you mean, like 1, 2, or 3 million tiers, or what? What are we giving?
One milli tier.
It
It
was
was a
1 million
lot.
tier or more. It was a lot. Okay,
Hmm.
because you are Brock's #1 contributor on his board.
No, 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 no. I'm probably five, 3 or 5.
What about Cash?
I think I was two.
#2. So
Brock was one, and then on Cash was one. So, but I was there. For me to be so new to pass everybody up, I was like two or three. No, no underscore.
Javier. So question in closing here, because I was going to try to remedy it if these individuals did come over and see if we could find a solution. You told me, if I can say this, you still are moving forward in the process of doing what you need to do to get your money back in blood. Is that a fair statement?
That's fair. And I'm not no pussy about the situation. Like anytime you allow your soldiers to take from somebody who's supposed to support the family as one, then you're a punk. You tell me to get it back in blood. That means they are not to give me. That means they are not to give me what I gave them, what I asked for. So when you put yourself in that situation, you're supposed to pay every individual that gets hit because they honored you by not paying back. So if I was a family owner and I told my people to get it back in blood, then that means when that happens, however it happened, I have to go in my bank account and make sure I top off everybody I told not to give that shit back.
So what for the people, because you know me and my stance on going to the bank and disputing, I never think it's a good idea ever. But we can't
And I
change people's
never
opinion.
ever would have. I promise you, Zeus. My heart is not set like that. But
Well, yeah, you
anytime
seem
I'm
to be a
trying to do
giving
something
person.
for the family, and
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, you have to pay this back on the fifth. When you get paid, everybody's like, yes, okay,
and I
okay.
believe that, and
And
I believe that, and that's a valid thing, because this is a perfect example of people have been getting hit with the legal beans, and people do get hit with stuff. This is a perfect example of you have to treat people with respect, and people who are your gifters or people who do business with you, when you disrespect them, y'all's words and the shit that y'all try to do with doxing and stuff like that, it goes a long way. So I can't tell everybody how to react and respond when they are disrespected with their money. I can't. And I was going to get up here, and if they did come up, try to remedy or find a situation so that we could even everything out, and you could just wear Brock out however you need to wear him out. And he had said whatever he said about you and kept it moving. But the reality of it is, there's going to be collateral damage with this happening, because MFNP tried $120,000, and you're going with over $400,000. Collectively, that's over $500,000. But there's going to be collateral damage in that, and you do understand that now.
Correct. And I do. And like I said, anytime that if it hurts the individuals that I know when I was a gifter or whatever the case may be, I don't have a problem putting that shit back because I would want them to do it for me. The word collateral means all together, and it's not never intentional at all. But sometimes it has to happen just so you could get what is owed to you back in blood.
Well, all right, Yoshi. Thank you, my love. Keep us updated with everything when you do, so we can see. Maybe I don't know if you change your mind. I don't, maybe not, but keep me updated with everything and follow up with me so that I can give the people an update as well on everything going on. Okay,
I
love.
will. Thank you so much, and check your cash app later on
And
tonight.
thank
Bye.
you, and also, Yoshi. Before you leave, let me say this: don't you ever, 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 ever let anybody who takes advantage of you remain a friend, no matter how much you like them. People make mistakes. I wore her out a little bit about that yesterday, but don't you ever, and that goes for anybody, ladies or fellas. And the reason why I wore her out is because obviously she's a nice person. She sent me, I can show y'all the receipts that Miss Mama sent me of the bank statements of the shit she paid for. Miss Mama's was paying flights for these people and booking rooms in hotels, suites for 3 days for $2,000 to $3,000. Like, that's a cashy set. No tea, no shade, Brock. If you and the Brock stars, I would be fuming at my founder for trying. This is when trying to be messy and doing all that goes wrong. I would be fuming because y'all sitting up there, you sitting there with cash, keying about getting it back in blood when that lady is number 2 or 3 on y'all's contribution board. And now she's getting it back in blood as requested. No tea, no shade. Over $400,000. I hope y'all had y'all snacks for the people want to know, child. There's a lot of shit going on. There was a lot of shit going on.
Hey, my love. One thing I do want to say about this situation is this is why people are scared now, to give broadcasters, because of shit like this that happens. It's really sad. You feel what I'm saying? That she was one of the people. You feel what I'm saying? That got fucked up. But again, this is why people don't want to give out their money to these broadcasters because of things like this. No shade. A lot of people say this, and it's sad.
And it's sad on both sides. It's sad that there's people who are making an example of having to make people feel bad, which is why they do shit like that. And then it's also sad from this side, from these young ladies who are nice and taken advantage of, that they go that route and have to call the bank or dispute. I don't like either of it from either side, but I am going to ride for gifters and supporters and people who fuck with you first more than anything. And I will never bite the hand that feeds me. I might not like you. We might not get along. I got bitches who was my number one who sit over there with other bitches who are the ops who I don't fuck with. When they come in my room, I say, get the fuck out. Bitch, I don't want nothing for you. But I'm not going to bully them. I'm not going to put up pictures of them. I'm not going to talk shit about them for days. I'm not going to try to dox them. Y'all do. So part of me is also like, my principle is never disputing, never calling the bank. I never will think that's okay on anybody's terms ever. Don't even send me anything. But what I will say is and I never expose them, but what I will say is when some of these people come up and say, oh, Robert, this is why whatever happened, then I'm like, oh shit.
Congratulations on another good show.
Thank you.
What
The
I wanted
penis
to
was
say
bleeding.
was,
The penis was bleeding. A bleeding
oh
penis.
girl, no shade. I left around the sex thing. But what I want to say is to Yoshi and to the other lady, I hope y'all don't change being good people because of people like Brock and them. I feel that it's sad, Robert, because there's so many gifters like that. But I'm gonna correlate this to something. This is no different. Rock and Cash are faggots. No shade, because faggots do shit like that. It's like when faggots deal with the trade, and then they can't get what they want from the trade. Then they want to try to expose the trade, but still be looking stupid. She's not just number one on their board. She's number one on a lot of hosts' board. Like I said before, and I will say it again, Brock is a dummy. $500,000 is an investment. Any type of money is an investment. We are influencers, and people gift us based off of our influence. If Brock would have lit her up in a discord between him and the Brock Stars, that would have been one thing. But you got on Beagle and try to embarrass her. And let me be very clear, Brock. You, along with me and Robert, we are the content creators and the gifters are the investors. You are not cashy without the investors, baby. Because Love and Hip Hop did not leave you with no nasty piece of coin. No shade. A lot of you girls wouldn't even be living the life that you live if it wasn't for the gifters. I can even say that for myself. So never forget that. Okay, y'all. So, and let me say this last thing: Nana Tutu, Poo Poo Kiki Boo Boo. Girl, that motherfucking police report was brought to us by Microsoft. Girl, you want to talk about the reason why you kept the things is because you wanted proof. Well, why you didn't send her back her $400 that she sent you for you to send the goods back to her? You're a liar. And Robert, I've never seen a bunch of niggas get sponsored by a woman and then try. Oh my God, she tried to drug us with Reese cups and muffins and cupcakes. I mean, bitch, y'all act like the lady went and bought y'all meth. I have never seen people say, "Oh my," like Robert, it was a good show. But let me tell you something. Brock need to stop letting all kind of hood rats in the family and just keep up with the girls that wear Black Opal and Maybelline.
Alright. CA, can someone fly it across the screen? We're done with gifting for the month, y'all. Y'all don't have to send me any more gifts. Y'all could just please send to.
Robert, I ain't gonna be up here for too long,
Take
man.
your
This is
time,
what I want
brother.
to say, just to
Yes, you can,
conceal,
Flacco. Just a second. Let this man speak. Go ahead.
just to kind of elaborate what's going on with the Brock stars. I've been dealing with these motherfucking punk ass bitches for about a year. Jay Cash is a hoe. I was there when he hit his first 3 milli, his first one. You understand me? I had been hit a millies already. So I slide up in his, you know what I'm saying, up his life to congratulate the bitch. You feel me? And he talking about, oh, I need 7 more dragons to get to this 3 million. I'm almost here. So I hit him in the comments, look, bro, I got some extra shit going on. I ain't tripping. I can slide into you. You got me, yeah. Robert, I got all this on text messages. I got videos. I'll send it to you when we get done. Don't trip. So I sent him this shit. To make a long story short, he sent me 5 dragons back, but then he clipped me for 2 and don't want to pay me the 2 back. I got him arguing with me back and forth on the video, talking about, yeah, nigga, I owe you, but so what? I ain't gonna pay you. So what I'm saying is the Brock stars been scamming. And when you scam it and when you do faulty shit and when you do shit like this, it will come back to bite you in the ass. And that's what it's doing because they've been cruising around this app acting like they real cashy, acting like they the man, like they doing this. No, it's your gifters that's doing it. And then you want to go and talk bad about them and fuck over them and do this and this and that. You ain't gonna last, buddy. This shit is over with. The Brock stars is a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And where you want me to send these receipts at, Robert? Because I got them. And I don't talk without them.
How much
You know what I'm
money?
saying? And they
How
been
much money are you? What
scamming.
do you owe? What do you owe?
2 dragons.
How much? Wait, what?
A little 2 dragons.
Okay, that's still something. That's still something. Okay, you can just inbox me.
I'll inbox you. I'm gonna send you the videos if I can, and I'm gonna send you the text messages on the thread. The Brock stars been scamming, bro. It's just coming out now, though. They been full of shit.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. We take everybody up in here. Dragon. A little measy 2 dragons is still 2 dragons.
Right.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see. How I here we go. Hi. They would look at you and go, "What I did, this ain't what Cash did, Reem, everybody probably in the comments. They go, until you spend that coin, then they go, ah. makes you attractive. Coin makes you attractive, Miss Kirk.
But see, none of that. Oh, let me just tell y'all something. All of that make y'all be like, oh wow, ooh ooh. All of that is just shit talking, which is allowed on either side. Everybody shit talks. That was nothing for me. I just look at, do I believe her bank is going to give her $300,000? That claim will be denied. Well, it was over 2 months. Do I believe she's going to get it all back? No. Do I believe that she's going to get some of it back? Yes. If you looked at MFNP's claims, she had 193, and she was doing all, and the other ones from Apple. But there were some claims in MFNP's over $120,000 that were refunded, that she did get back. So, do I believe she'll get everything? No. Do I believe that she still could get some things? Yes, absolutely. Hello? Security, get this little fat son of a bitch out of my life. Boy, if you don't go do some neck crunches, it's you. You little fat Peter Griffin looking bitch. Like, with that fucking neck.
What's up, Robert?
Hey,
I
baby.
wanted to know if the lady Yashi, if she can drop her CA. I want to send her something.
Oh, Yoshi.
If
Oh,
she
that's
don't
big.
mind. Yeah, she could drop her CA.
That's big. I could drop mine's pockets is Mr. Claus.
Okay, I'll send you something too.
All right, baby. You can just send me whatever you sending her, girl. She's a multi. She don't need it. She don't need it, God.
I just wanted to know if you caught when he said he took it. Did you
He
hear
he did. He
when
said
he
yes. He did. He said he took it, and
when he told on himself?
yeah, yeah. I think that's maybe just a lingo that maybe dudes use. It was wrong timing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think it was literal. I think it was the lingo, but I think it was not the right timing. When you're being accused of raping two females, I don't think that's a good terminology. Stone, you can come up, baby. Come back into the queue. I do think that's how some niggas talk. Don't think, but still, so you're being
I'm gonna
accused
be
of,
honest with you.
yes.
I hang around a lot of trade. I ain't never niggas know you no.
No, I
I
know,
don't know
no,
you
no, girl. I know a lot of niggas who say I took the pussy.
that say
I
I
know a
take
lot of niggas.
girl. Okay, that sounds rapey to me.
I know,
I don't
but
know,
it
but that
sounds
sounds
like
rapey.
it was wrong timing. But I know a lot of niggas who say I took the pussy. I do. I'm telling y'all
Oh
right now.
well, maybe anyway. That sounds rapey. But what I also was gonna say, Robert, did any of the rock stars outside of the ones from the beauty supply, did any of them come over like the regular ones?
Yes, and they were just talking shit in the comments, and the ones that came up, I'm like, baby, y'all, unless you have a, there was only like three or four, and I kicked one out. It was just like, girl, like if you don't have anything concrete with evidence, this is not a panel for you to get up here and be like, she's a bitch and she's a hoe and fuck her. No, we are. Miss Mama's put out her medical records. We got text messages. We got funds. Like I don't know if y'all think this is that, but this is not that. This is bitch. Like so, they just wanted to talk shit in the comments, and I'm like, bye. That's it. There was like three of
I'm
them.
gonna get down. They guilty because at the end of the day, and what I'm gagging about with Brock,
Yes, Nyla. Yes.
girl, they had nobody to represent them and say this is our side. Robert, this is the second time you've had them up on some
But Brock
shit
was
like
here. But
this.
Brock was here yesterday, flying all these things across the screen, saying all these things, and followed me where I could follow them back. And all I said
He's
was,
cap. I'm
"Send
getting
me
down.
one
He's
receipt."
cap.
Live yesterday for 3 hours arguing with these ladies, and you're on your live with a nigga with a face full of goddamn Tommy K Cosmetics makeup palettes who looks like if it's too hot outside, his motherfucking hairline will drip into his eyebrows. I know they were watching, but it's not gonna look cute for y'all. Y'all look pussy. It's gonna look weak for y'all when y'all go on y'all solo with y'all's little friends and y'all's little panel of y'all little family talking shit, but y'all couldn't show up when you had a moment to really motherfucking stick it or show your piece. At least you wouldn't have looked like pussies. That's all I'm saying. It's it's not a flex to be on your own, like, oh yeah, yeah, girl. But then being alive the day before or on your solo live days before, like, yeah, y'all stupid. Come up to the box, bitch. They was up in them boxes. Them girls was up in them boxes, ready to tussle. Go ahead.
Hey, Founder. Another thing too is, did you catch it when he said something about victims? These victims. That was something that gagged me too.
Victim what?
The guy, he said something about victims. He said these
Oh
victims,
yeah, these two women. Yeah, victims. These
and
victims. Yeah.
not only that, gag on this one though. If they so casty, why none our mouth looking like that? Her mouth raggedy as hell, but I'm gonna get down though.
Yeah, but even if there's no real defense, if there's no, this is the second time. Because you remember the first time with the girl. This is the second time that Brock has got on my platform and said, God Zeus, I'm going to send you all the receipts. And I've got everything. And I don't know why Cricket E Squad came in here, bitch. I have your founder right up on here on my shoulder. That's what I'm saying. You can't be up here popping your gums and then be Brock, the founder, and then like you girls look pussy when y'all sit with each other talking shit about somebody, but when y'all have the opportunity to wear and tear their ass up in front of thousands of people, y'all look pussy. Like the best advice I would give y'all is go to y'all's lives and talk about something else. Talk about what you have for breakfast. Talk about like child. Oh, we have to.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, HR.
Great show as always. Why am I? Okay, here we go. Great show as always. Can you hear me? I can't hear
Yes,
you.
I do hear you, Clark Kent, white man.
There we go. So great show as always. Yeah, I agree. It's not a good look when you can't even. Not only do you not show receipts after you said you would, you then do not show up to even defend yourself or your family. Nothing like that. So yeah, it does make you look pussy. Oh yeah, I love that bell ring. Here we go. So yeah, it does make you look pussy for sure. Also, the hair tonight was immaculate. You look like a founding father. You look like you have some of the Brock Star residue still on your lips, and your upper eyelid. So the Brock Star residue is still out in force. I see that.
I just got read by Caucasador. Caucasoid.
Hey, Zeus, when you do your little investigation, I'm confused and it maybe just went over my head when I was prancing around while listening, but the girl was talking about getting drugged, then she said she didn't drug me. So what did she file the police report for? And what did the girl do to strong arm tie them down or whatever to force edibles down somebody's throat? I don't understand that part. That sounds weird as hell to me, but okay, be great.
I tell y'all, when y'all come on my live, so what I think happens here, I see you in the queue, give me a second. What I think a lot of times happens here is you guys feel it and y'all have y'all una kahunas, and this is for everybody. This is for the ladies who showed up, the men who showed up. This is for everybody. What I think happens for you guys is y'all live in your own world where y'all sit up on live in y'all's panels, where y'all sit with each other and y'all say all these things, and then y'all got y'all friends and people boosting y'all up. And then you come over here with some of the shit that y'all try to do over there. And this is like you popping a bubble and stepping into the real world where we're like, well, ma'am, if you're going to say that, we need to see that. If you're going to allege that, you're going to need to show that. If you're going to do that, that's what I'm saying. Like, we literally fucking dissect words, we dissect sentences, we need proof, we need photos, and that's why I'm sitting at 155 million and a lot of y'all's favorites aren't, because y'all just sit there and go with whatever the fuck y'all say. Over here, baby, we want to motherfucking know the tea. So if you're gonna say that she was shoving shit down people's throats, I'm gonna need y'all to either show where she motherfucking admitted it with the video, and I will give the girl an opportunity to show me what her police report says and what they found from the police report, because I'm an equal. Oh, baby, for 500K, you could shove fucking meth up my ass. What are you talking about?
Hey y'all, hey. So, and to follow up on I's question, because here's my question. The trip was in March. When was this so-called police report filed? Because I thought I saw like a June or July date. Why? What did it? Did it get filed after the fallout?
For July.
That's my question. Yeah. So if the trip happened in March, why did you wait until after the fallout in July to file a police report? That's just that the math that don't make no sense. Do it make sense to you? I'm just saying. Bye.
And the thing about it is, just Bigo 101. If something happens to you guys or you're making claims, it looks less credible if you don't immediately go and do something about it. So I think I have to look over it again, but I'm not sure when she went to go to the doctor for the R word. Now, I'm not taking that away from her saying the R word. And I had this conversation with her yesterday. If they were intoxicated and she's saying that and then they squashed it, is she said that originally, which she said she did, and she was getting ready to leave. And then when it's brought back up, she says the same thing, then that makes sense. But those are strong allegations on Yoshi's side as well, to say that someone R-worded you X, Y, and Z. But I told her that and I said that. But she also went and showed that she went and got medical, and examined and looked at that. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same way she makes CPNs. So that's why I was able to say, okay, oh, that at least something was done to where.
Okay.
Go ahead, baby.
So what I was trying to explain, they didn't give me anything back on my claims. The only thing I received back, I have 4 cards, 2 Bank of America cards that are personal accounts,
Oh, this is
one bank
MFMP.
that's
Hey,
my
baby, with
business.
the $120,000. Sorry, this is MFMP. Go ahead, baby. Sorry, I didn't know what you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so all they did when I pressed Apple Pay, Apple hit every card I had up in my Apple wallet for the money, and it came out. So Bigo got to keep the original amount. Like if I hit 129 hit all 5 of my pockets.
Oh, no, ma'am.
So Apple had to refund me for each day. I would do a $129 charge, and they would charge me 5 times, which means they had to give me 4 payments back. Bigo got their 129, but what Bigo was doing, or what when you do the Apple Pay, and this is what I was trying to tell people earlier, that they need to watch if they have or using the Apple Pay feature. If they have more than one card in their Apple wallet, all of them get hit up. And if you have the money in it, it gets taken out of all of them. So it's more than just me that probably has money sitting with Apple that they can get back. But they gave me $301 back from them doing it to me.
Out of $120,000.
Yes.
Where do you stand with these rockstar individuals now?
I don't talk about them, don't think about them, don't want nothing to do with them. They're not on my damn day. I have in real life businesses I need to take care of. When they came back and said, well, we see where Bigo charged you 5 times for this same $129 transaction. Every time we see when they charged you 5 times for one transaction, we'll give you 4 of those transactions back. And Bigo can keep the original transaction they were supposed to get in the first place. They found $301 instances to where I can get $301 back. 301.
Well, Nella, you paid her back, so y'all good. She got. So no bad beans from this young lady. And this young lady was on live while Brock and Cash were trying to say it was her, was the reason. And then they were telling her to send a bean. And she did exactly that. She sent a bean. So, yes, she did try to dispute and get the 120,000 back, but she was able to send a bean. And, she has explained why now. So, makes sense. Well, thank you, MFMP Love. I appreciate you coming up and telling me. Yes, please send to CAs, y'all. Please send to CA. You guys do not have to send me any more gifts. You can right there. It's Mr. Claus, MRCLOSS. Go ahead, boo.
Zeus, it's no shade. Maybe it was best that Frankie. I mean, not Frankie. Brock and who the other girl? Maybe it was best they didn't come
And
because
Cash, Brock and Cash, yeah.
yes, those 2 girls made all them look a fucking fool. They had receipts. The all them was talking like they was fucking talking in cursive, bitch.
You were here yesterday
Frank.
when they were saying that they was going to send them.
Yes, I
They
listen.
was
And
calling them girls stupid, scammers.
Frankie, I love you. That's my friend.
And
For
now you
Frankie,
walk
baby,
into the
you
fucking,
talk like
and why do
you.
you walk into the room now, Cash?
Mm-mm.
Go ahead,
But
baby.
I'm just really disappointed, and cause Frankie was gonna hook me up with one of his Crip buddies who was gonna choke me out and rob me, and give me musty dick and Venilago, and so now I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe you know what, Frankie? Yeah, still do that, boo.
You nasty. Why do you walk into the room now? Why do you walk into the room now, pussy? Why not walk into the room and when we sitting here with a whole fucking panel? Like, I just don't understand. It blows my mind how y'all be sitting on y'all live popping all y'all gums, but when y'all have ample opportunity, it's not like I was going to wear you and tear you out. I was going to mute them girls and let you say what the fuck you had to say and show your receipts. And your founder do the same thing. Y'all be showing that y'all real life bitches. And then y'all gonna go and y'all be like, look, they was being biased. They was being all this with y'all little friends in the comments or whatever. Mind you, anybody with a brain is gonna troll y'all because they're gonna be like, actually, girl, you didn't show the fuck up. So go ahead.
So I'm just gonna piggyback up what Korean said earlier. So if
I know
the
Nier. He's still not in the queue,
yeah,
so I don't give a fuck if he's here. He should have got his ass up there when we did the show. Go ahead.
no. I'm talking about what Korean said earlier.
No, you're fine.
Like if the incident happened in March, why did she wait until July? It just seems so opportunistic to me, you know?
Sorry, Javier. Exactly. I had Javier. Javier. Sorry about that. Girls are scared. Like, you girls
Well,
are
my
scared.
real question to Yoshi is when did she fall out with them? Like, when did the fallout happen? Because the only thing, while it would make sense what Korean and I was saying, if they fell out in June, the bitch probably was like, "Ooh, girl, let me make a police report
July
just so I can
31st.
try to have."
July 31st.
Okay, she said July what?
31st.
Oh, girl, she was already making that police report because the heat was already getting hot in the kitchen. The shade was already going down. All I'm saying is, I'm not trying to edible drug shame nobody because they drugged me with a Reese cup. But all I'm trying to say is, bitch, if the trip happened in March, June, July, you waited wait, I'm sorry to skip to March, April, May, June, July. You done waited almost 4 months to call the police. And then listen, y'all keep saying, oh, she don't do drugs. Why don't she want it back? Because, bitch, she spent her money on it. Let me tell y'all something, Robert. Can I come up real quick? We got etiquette. If we had somebody like Yoshi spending all that money on us to go on an exclusive trip, bitch, we gonna be heel toeing, crip walking. I mean, this lady was spending boo cool money on y'all. The only type of bitches that I know that spend that much money on weed and liquor is the trade when they with a bunch of bad bitches and they trying to get some pussy. So my whole thing is, you said why would she want it back? Because that's her shit. If Robert bought me some bottles, bought a bunch of bottles while he was here, and I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna drink them, and he said, send me my
Can someone
shit.
do a
It's
lottery to do a CA instead of what my CA there? Please send to the CA. Go ahead. Sorry.
right, and Robert won his shit. That's what I don't understand about y'all. It don't matter, bitch, if she don't wear Jordans. If she spent over thousands of dollars on Jordans and don't nobody want them Jordans, send me my shit back. And then the worst part of the ghetto shit, bitch, she sent you money to send the shit back. She sent you $400 that you spent, but you filed a police report talking about you got drugs.
Oh,
Robert, at the end of the day, you can call me Big Lip Fat. Lord, let me get you on out of here. Because the people want to know it's over. Mother's here. All I'm saying is, bitch, Robert, what I don't understand about them, and they do it all the time. If y'all know y'all are on a chopping block like this, why are y'all sitting over there on panels and not over here where the people are at trying to plead your case? You get what I'm saying, Robert? At the end of the day, the reason why I think they won't come over is because they're idiots. They're idiots. And people need to understand makeup don't make you smart. Makeup, Maybelline, Opal, all that MAC cosmetics. Brock think because he's cute. And Brock, let me tell you something. You said money is attractive. You don't have none. You over there saying money's attractive, but you got cash making fake resumes to get a job. Y'all are not cashy like
it's
that.
Javier.
So stop saying that y'all are cashy.
Javier.
Because if y'all, Javier, 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 Javier. So my whole thing is, if y'all was Cassie like that, bitch, you wouldn't be out there wearing them thin. You would have paid it. All I'm saying is, all you Brock stars that are holding on to y'all badges, y'all are stupid. Y'all should be dropping those badges and chasing after your shit, MFMP, and whoever the other child that filed that shit. Y'all are saying y'all father ain't got no money. So y'all need to drop them badges and go follow the women that hit y'all by accident and try to get right with them. Cause Brock ain't making up for what y'all done lost. Y'all are idiots.
Hey, Robbie.
Hi, Daisy.
Um, so if I'm not mistaken, were charges disputed back to January 12th?
Are you talking about MFMPs?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I seen the January 12th because that's my birthday. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I think that charges were disputed back to January 12th. I don't think that that's fair because I feel like, as in listening to the story, that this situation just occurred as in these last, few couple months, as in
June 1st.
March or
June 1st. June 1st.
well, yeah, June 1st. So if the charges were disputed from January, I think that's dead wrong. But they not wrong. I feel like if you sit on this app, I just think even if you're sitting on this app, just read me down, Robert. Fuck you, bitch. Get it back in blood. I'm not gifting you, and I would do that too. I'm careful to gag this bitch. Fuck gag the family gag, the
That's
powerhouse,
what I'm
the
saying.
Zeus Olympics.
This is not a gag though, because I've had plenty of stories where gifters and supporters have been like, no, these people doxed me, they treated me wrong, they dropped the badge, and y'all be sitting up here with faggotry saying and doing shit like that, and then y'all be gagging when people actually y'all are taking
Take
people's
action.
hard earned money. I don't encourage anyone to call the bank ever. I don't ever. I don't encourage anyone. That is my principle. Don't
Okay,
ever
I want to
do it.
say one more thing, Robert.
Go ahead.
And as in the person that had came up here and was like they paid back, although she would pay them back the money, I get that part, but it's kind of still the principle of it because no matter what, Robert, as a host, you would
Savage
be
Queen says
upset.
she disputed her stuff and got $25,000 back. Go ahead.
Oh, but even yourself as a host, even if I got into it with somebody and I disputed some beans and it's coming out your wallet, I'm just use you as a reference. It's coming out, you will be upset because you're a host and I paid you back that money. It's just the principles of the thing. So I understand why
Yeah.
that one person who came up here is upset, but the rest of them, fuck them. Y'all gonna gag boots. Oh well, y'all are in debt. But pay Bigo back their money before they file a lawsuit, like the rest of these bitches fighting cases from Bigo.
No, I want my 25,000 back, so I disputed everything from Bigo. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord.
I'm not going to jump up here no more, but I wanted to make a couple of things clear. When I was speaking about the police report, I wasn't speaking about the person that indicated the assault took place against them. I understand that people take their time and they go through traumatic things and they may not report. So I was speaking to the little liquor stealer and the FedEx money thief that didn't send the stuff back. But if you want to be honest, that police report holds so little weight. Robert's wig offended me today. It assaulted my eyes. I felt it harassed me. I can go online and file a report and say Robert assaulted and harassed me and just switch up my verbiage. And now I have a police report. I don't have to indicate that he had a wig on and it was the tall white wig that did it. And then I shall love y'all.
Beat your ass. Send me a cash app. But I will say the reason why I had her provide that is because my principal was looking at if everybody's claiming that this lady, because if you guys missed the live yesterday, Brock and a whole bunch of other people were claiming that this lady drugged them. That was one of their things, that she was lying about stuff and she drugged them and called the bank and did all these things. Now, she is admitted to all of these things, but I was saying, well, if she drugged, did anyone who's saying these things take any action? And she went to show me that. So that is, yeah, I don't wear wigs. I've never worn a wig a day in my life.
That's fine. Congratulations on another successful show.
Thank you, boo.
Yes. Well, when she said his penis was bleeding, I guess he was giving new meaning of giving it back in blood.
Nasty. Oh my God.
I only came up here to say one thing.
about them beans. When y'all do that, y'all don't only mess up the person that y'all going after, y'all mess up other people fucking accounts.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
So if y'all don't want to fuck with them, don't fucking gift them.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, Robert.
No, yeah, you're welcome. It's true. That's why I looked at both sides, and there's nowhere in this. I've repeated it a million of times. And this is why it's hard for me because I've repeated this a million times. I never agree with anyone calling the bank, whether you're a gifter or a host. I don't. But I also strongly don't agree with how people treat people on this app who support them. I strongly don't agree with people who treat people who are doing stuff out of the kindness of their heart to them. So it's not fair for me to say to be more strongly on one side than the other side because I also am an advocate for people treating gifters a certain way and people who support them a certain way. I'm a very strong advocate. So I'm on both sides. Yeah, no, I get it.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, Robert. So I'm confused. She let him stick the bloody dick in her?
No, she said when he went to the bathroom after there was blood on the towel, he wiped it and she noticed there was blood on the towel and stuff and vitiligo on the dick.
I don't care. We would have been moving furniture in that bitch. We would have been fighting.
Hi, Robert. Great show. I have two questions. So, did she continue to gift after they didn't pay her back? And secondly, did he say that they had another more intercourse after the accusation?
So after the accusation, she said they squashed it first, okay? And then everything was cool. And then when it started to get brought back up, that's why she said that again, because she was saying that, sir, you took advantage of me and we squashed it, but now we're here again. And also said that it wasn't, she did not gift them. She said that she literally was waiting and expecting them to give things back. And the first of the month came, and no one, after everyone got paid, came back and gave her anything because Brock was telling them to give it back in blood and telling the rest of the family not to give her shit. No, I don't agree. No, I don't agree with y'all. I think it's nuts when she said squash the R word. I think it was nuts when she said that. I think it was nuts. But you know why? I didn't look at that as pressure because she was already giving them a helping hand. I think it's nuts that she was giving them thousands of dollars. I think it's nuts that she was motherfucking supporting them and flying them out. But that's me. She's obviously showing through everything she's doing that she's a forgiving, nice person. So while and I think a lot of us in here wouldn't do something like that, not justifying her doing it, because I don't think it's I think it's crazy. She was already paying thousands of dollars, booking hotel rooms and flights. So she was just a forgiving type of person. So that just, if you want to be honest, just mixes up with the pool of everything that she was doing. I couldn't hang around that many broke folk. She spent $20K on weed snacks. Now, I love you down, but I do think she was doing a little much. I think that she was a rich, cashy girl that was, motherfucking enjoying herself with people and connecting with people. But for no tea, no shade, girl, you can't be a motherfucking coinsy bitch around a whole bunch of bums. Because they're going to take advantage of you. Sadly.
It's been a while since I've been on here, but whenever you report your bigs, does that take it just from those people you threw it at, or does it also take it from the people that they've thrown beans at
They throw
from
to
your
that
being?
too. Trickle down. So if I got hit with the
That's what
legal,
I thought.
if I got hit
Damn,
with
that's
the
fucked up. Woo!
child,
Baby,
that whole
everybody affected. It
no,
ain't
not
just
everybody.
the
Now
family
hold up.
members.
They was for 2 months sitting on panels throwing dragons on all them rock stars. So if they want to be under their master and they want to go quiet and be silent, then baby they gonna reap what they sow, honey. You want to listen to what he told y'all gonna get. No tea, no shade. Um, No, but I do think that. I think, and that's why I'm not crucifying her because I think people, become gullible and become nice and become friendly and, have a leap of judgment, and this is the types of things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Child, I don't care about no rock stars crying in my with me. I'm not getting hit with over $300,000 of illegal or $400,000.
Robert.
So I'm not
So
getting hit with
I
over
have
half a
one.
million dollars.
I have another.
Y'all better figure it out, huh?
I have another question. My other question is so did she see the blood come out of his dick, or did she just assume that the blood came from out of his dick? Because the blood could have went from any. It could have came from anywhere. It could have came from a scratch. It could have came. She could have been on her period. He was wiping it. So you seen him wipe it? Oh yeah, just like the last girl said, bitch, I would have been moving furniture up in that bitch. I'm sorry.
Bitch, let me see a color, bitch, or anything, child. Yeah, I would have been. Yeah, they would now shit.
Hmm. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not ever hear Frankie deny any of the allegations that were brought forth about him.
He
What
didn't,
allegations did he deny?
but I will say he did not. But he said that there's legal things going on, so he can only say so much. And there's things that he was basically giving. He can't spill anything or dish anything